Hi everyone, it's Amber from The Sensible Mama, and I'm here today with a very highly requested 5 Ways Wednesday video. I've had so many people ask me to do a 5 Ways Wednesday on the Be Classy, and today I'm finally doing it. Okay, so the first way I'm going to show you to pack the Be Classy is as a work bag. You guys know that I work from home, which means that I often end up going to places like Starbucks or random coffee shops when I have someone to watch my son. So this is packed for the way that I would pack it up to be working in kind of a shared workspace. But I think even if you worked in an office or some kind of more structured environment, this would work just as well for you. Starting on the outside with my Passy Pod, I obviously am not carrying a Passy with me when I'm off to work. So what I have in my Passy Pod is basically 2 USBs on one side, and then I have my earphones on the other side. So I have all of my storage that I need here, and if I need to take a phone call or anything like that, I do have my headphones so that I don't have to worry about background noise interfering with that call. In one of the bottle pockets, I have my umbrella packed in there, and I actually have the other bottle pocket empty right now, and that's just because I do have a computer in here, and because the bottle pockets are on the inside of the bag on the Be Classy, there just wasn't enough room to put anything in that bottle pocket and still fit my computer. I do still have the change pad in the back zipper pocket, and I take this along with me because this makes a great mat for putting my computer down on to keep it safe and cool and, you know, just prevent any of the stickies on the table to get on my computer. I do keep the messenger strap attached to this when I'm packing it as a work bag. Usually when I carry this as a diaper bag, I take this off, but because there's a heavy computer in there, it really helps to have this nice cushy messenger strap attached. Here's what the inside of that mommy pocket looks like all packed up. I have my power bank and cable in the sunglasses holder. Next I have my Be Spendy, and when I'm using the Be Classy, I do like to put it in there kind of standing upright like that because it gives me more space to play with on this side of the mommy pocket. In the back zipper pocket, I have my Clippa. Now this is a brand new thing to me. I just learned about it from one of my friends who's in the Sensible Mama Chat-O-Rama page on Facebook, and she had liked some of the bag hooks that I had been using but wanted to see if there was something that could hold a little bit more weight. And so she found the Clippa and introduced me to it, and I am just so excited about it. This thing can hold up to 33 pounds. Okay, so if you have a really heavily packed bag, especially one that has a laptop in it, you want something that you know is going to hold all that weight. So all this does is, it's just like the other bag hooks that I've shown you. It hangs on a ledge like this, and you just clip your bag to it by the tote handles, and it will keep your bag off the floor and nice and clean. And then of course also in that pocket is my pill case, which I always have. In the front pocket on the other side, I have a small set piece. And in there, I like to keep my business cards. So this way, if I have an opportunity to network, or if I run into a pregnant mom and she's never heard of Jujube, or any of the other things that I carry in my store, I like to give her a card and let her know that she should check out my shop. And lastly, in the mommy pocket, I have my pack of gum, which has just one piece of gum in it right now because I've been stress chewing this week. Now for the main compartment of the bag, here is what the inside looks like. It's not super pretty, but it is very functional. One thing that I have in here is my Starbucks mug. This I can get free refills with, so I do like to have that with me. It does not fit in the bottle pocket. It's a little too tall, but it fits perfectly on the inside of the Classy, and I can zip it up just fine. Next, I have my Erin Condren planner, as well as my Erin Condren notebook. Related to that, in the back mesh pocket, I have 2 of my favorite functional sticker books. These are just packed with lots of very functional stickers. Stickers for meetings or rescheduled meetings or doctor's appointments and things like that. So if I happen to get a phone call that I need to schedule an appointment down the line this week, I can go ahead and put that in my planner and use some of my pretty functional stickers while I'm at it. In the other back mesh pocket, I have my GoPro, and you know, depending on what you do for a living, you might not have any need for a GoPro in your Be Classy, but because I am a YouTuber, sometimes you just never know when you might need to film something, and the GoPro is just such a tiny little thing. It packs up so neatly into this little case that I can really easily use it on the go and catch whatever moment I want to catch. In the main compartment of the bag, I have my computer. This is a Surface Pro in an additional keyboard and casing, and it fits perfectly in there. In the front kind of zipper pocket here, I have 2 pens, a black and a blue one. I just find myself signing forms a lot, like paperwork, and I don't really know what it is about my life that causes that, but sometimes you have to have a blue pen and sometimes it has to be black, so I make sure I have both. And then I just have a couple of sticky notes to jot things down real quick if I need to. Lastly, in the front mesh pocket, I do have my Caribou Bloom snack bag just to make sure that I snack healthy while I'm working and that I don't cave in and go get like a giant cinnamon roll from Starbucks. Okay, so the second way I'm going to show you to pack the Be Classy is as a pump bag. Alright, so on the outside of the bag, I'll start with the Passy Pod, and in here, once again, I have my headphones because I usually like to listen to music while I was pumping. And then on the other side, I have a little mini set of tweezers and a Donatella Sweet Shop mirror, and I just found that when I was pumping, it was a great time to I don't know, you got nothing else to do, might as well fix up your eyebrows. Once again, I do have one bottle pocket empty just to make more room in the main compartment of the bag, but on one side I do have a 9-ounce swell bottle. If you caught my organizational video that I'll link up above, I just now found this. It's been missing forever. I'm so glad that I have it back. But you always want to stay hydrated while you're breastfeeding, and while you're stuck with the pump is a great time to make sure you're getting your water in, so it's very, very good to have a swell bottle with you. I don't have much in the mommy pocket, but I did put a couple things in here that I think are essential. First, I have my Mother Love More Milk Plus. Usually when you're pumping is that time where the anxiety sets in about whether or not you're producing enough milk. I was a low producer, so I liked having this on hand. And I also had my After Ease in there. I took this for, I don't know, maybe the first, it's hard to say, maybe month after I gave birth, just to help with easing the birth pains. I tended to get worse pains when I was either breastfeeding or pumping, so I always remembered to take this while I was pumping. And I also have some deodorant in there. I know it's not a glamorous thing, but sometimes you get hot and sweaty while you're pumping and you just need some of this. Okay, so of all the pump bag videos I've done, I have to say that this is my favorite, and I wish I had known about this when I was pumping, because I just think the Classy actually makes a perfect pumping bag. Okay, so as you can see, sitting right on top, I have my pump, which was a Medela Pump and Style Advanced. I have it wrapped in some old leggings. I basically just had an old pair of yoga pants that didn't fit very well anymore, and I cut one of the legs off to put this pump in because the bottom is made of metal and I didn't want it to scratch any of my bags, so I just keep it in this to keep my bag safe. In the front zipper pocket here, I have the battery and the cable that goes to the pump. So I could actually just leave the battery down in this zipper pocket here. When I'm ready to pump, I just pull this part out, plug it in, and I'm good to go. Back here I do have a snack bag, just because you do want to make sure you're eating a lot when you're breastfeeding, and what better time to snack than when you're sitting there pumping. In this other back mesh pocket I have all of the parts to the pump. In the front mesh pocket I have my hands-free bra. If there are any men watching this channel, welcome to motherhood. This is a hands-free bra that I think goes with just about any kind of pump, but I loved having this thing so I could actually be hands-free and be able to do other things while I was pumping. Next, in the main compartment, I have my Soul Slings baby blanket, and what I love about this is it's so big, guys. This is like a really, really huge blanket. And it's nice and thick and warm, and it just makes a lovely cover if you need to throw something over yourself to pump discreetly, or to just keep you warm if they happen to be keeping it cold in the place where you're pumping. And the colors are just so lovely. I could just sit and stare at this forever. But I always found that it was good to have a little blanket in my pump bag so that I could make sure that I could cover up if I wanted to. The last thing that I have is actually down underneath the pump, And it's underneath there for two reasons. One is it kind of elevates the pump closer to the top of the bag so that I can get to it easier. And two, I just didn't find myself needing this kind of thing very often, but it was good to have if I did need it. This is my Planet-Wise wet bag, and in here I have a spare shirt and a spare nursing bra. So, like I said, it didn't usually happen to me, but sometimes I would have a little bit of a leak through, so it was always good to have my spare nursing bra and a spare t-shirt in that wet bag, and then I could toss my wet shirt and bra into the wet bag, which is PUL lined, so I know that nothing else in my bag is going to get wet. This Classy is packed as a camera bag, and I'm loving the way that this packs for putting a camera in it. I do always make sure to have the messenger strap attached because this bag does get very heavy with camera gear inside of it. In the Passy Pod, it doesn't look much different than the other ways that I've shown you here, but I do have headphones in there, once again, just because if I'm checking the audio on my camera and there's a lot of noise around, I like to be able to plug my headphones into the camera, and that way I can do the audio testing more efficiently. I would also keep extra memory cards in here, but they're all in use at the moment, so I don't have any to show you, but that actually makes a really, really great place for putting memory cards. In one bottle pocket, I have a poncho, just in case it starts raining while I'm filming. And in the other pocket, I have a sold separately messenger strap, and what I like to use this for is to clip this to either side of the rings on my camera, and then I put this part around my neck, and it works as a camera strap to go around my neck. Once again, not much in the mommy pocket, but I mostly have it packed for cosmetic needs, just in case someone that I'm filming needs a little bit of a makeup touch-up. So I have sort of a dark neutral palette here, just to make someone's eyes pop if I need to. In the sunglasses pocket, I have some concealer and a couple of different shades of lipstick. And then lastly, in the front pocket here, I have some hair ties. Here is the main compartment all packed up. In the front mesh pocket, I have a small Be Organized piece, and I just have some camera accessories in here. I have a flashlight, 2 extra batteries, and my battery charger. In one of the back mesh pockets, I have my GoPro. Fits perfectly in there, by the way. In another back mesh pocket, I have a microphone and the receiver. In the front mesh pocket, I have a tripod and a selfie stick. And the last thing that I have in here is a Be Ready, and this is actually what I like to use these days to put my camera in. What I like about the Be Ready is that it's got this nice kind of hard surface and a hard bottom as well to protect the camera. So obviously I don't have my camera in here at the moment, but I will, when I'm done filming, I will put my camera in here and take some pictures with my iPhone, and I can put them up here for you to see. Truly, I think my favorite way for packing this Classy right now is as a camera bag. A while back, I did a video on how to pack sugar snap files inside of various Jujube bags, and I'll link it up above if you want to check that out. But someone asked me to go back and do the sugar snap files in the Be Classy because I did not do that bag at the time. So today seems like a good time to show you how to pack this bag as a diaper bag with sugar snap files. Now, one thing about the sugar snap files is that they do make the bag a little bit bulky, so I wasn't able to fit a lot in the mommy pocket. All I have in here is in the front zipper pocket a Be Charged. As almost always, I have my power bank and cable in the sunglass pocket. In the front pocket here, I just have my lip scents that I've been using this week. And in this kind of back pocket here, I just have my new Clippa. You already know what's in the Passy Pod, of course, it's a Passy. On one side, I have my son's Paw Patrol sippy cup. Once again, had to work a little bit to get that in and out, but that's okay. And then, like with some of the other videos, I don't have anything in the other bottle pocket. You're probably noticing a theme there regarding the bottle pockets. This is my one kind of complaint with the Be Classy, is that I get what Jujube was trying to do. They wanted to create a bag that did not look like a diaper bag at all, and so they decided to disguise the bottle pockets, which I think is great, but having the bottle pockets eat up space in the main part of the bag makes it a little bit harder to pack things in the main compartment, and that is the one thing that I kind of don't like about this bag. Here is the inside all packed up. I will go ahead and show you that I was not able to fit one of the sugar snap files in there. This is the shirts and socks file, and I chose not to put this one in there once I ran out of space, just because I've been putting my son's spare clothes in my car bag lately, so I don't actually need this, but I did want to show you that if you pack up all of these Sugar Snap files, you're probably not going to get all of them into the Be Classy, so you will kind of need to pick which one you don't want to use. Okay, so since I did not have any room in the bottle pockets for my beverage, I do have my mug sitting off to the side right here. In the very back, I have the diapering file. As you can see there, it says Dipes and Wipes. And in here, I have my Planet Wise wet bag. I have 2 cloth diapers, one here and one here. And then sitting on the top, I have my wipes. They're not in a case, they're just in the Pampers pouch. And this looks pretty bulky right now, but that's also because all I have is a totally full wipes case. You can see it's filled to the brim. But usually I put like a halfway used case of wipes in there, and it makes this a little bit less bulky. In front of that, I had the Me and Mine file. And in here, I just have a bunch of stuff for me. I had to keep this packed really, really thin, otherwise I would have run out of room. So I just have some cosmetic brushes for applying makeup, my eyeshadow that I like, toothbrush and toothpaste, some powder and blush, and of course some hair ties, because you just never know when you're gonna need to get that hair out of your face. In front of that file, I had the lotions and potions file. And this was packed as kind of like a medical needs bag, and rather than pulling it all out, since you can see it all here, I have my Baby Ganix sunscreen, I have some Tylenol and the dropper here, I have my son's teething gel that helps with his hurting teeth, there is some hand sanitizer in there, back in the back there is a thermometer. I have a nose plunger because my little guy does get stuffy and runny noses a lot, so make sure that I can aspirate him when I need to. And then I have a big bottle of my allergy medicine because I'm just needing it real bad these days. Okay, and the last thing that I have in here is the snacks and supplies bag, and this one is a little hard to see, so I'll take everything out. In here I have my son's little snack ball. This kind of rotates like that, and I put his puffs in there. I also have my snack bag in there, for particularly when we're at restaurants, because sometimes when I'm feeding my son, as we wait for the food to get there, I get kind of jealous that he's eating and I'm not, so it's good to have my snack. This is my son's skid-resistant placemat. Of course, some Neat Cheeks and utensil wipes. These are actually passy wipes, but I use these for utensils now. My son's Be Neat, a formula container, and lastly, some utensils. So I really like the way that this file packs up for snacking and mealtime needs. It just seems to work really well. Now, if you'll notice, I did not utilize any of the mesh pockets or zipper pockets in here because I really didn't need to, since I had the Sugar Snap files, but I couldn't have used that space anyway once I got all the Sugar Snap files all packed up. Alright, the last way I'm going to show you to pack the Be Classy is with no pouches. I mentioned this in my Hobo Bee packing video here, that I kind of am feeling bad about my channel and the direction that it's taken, because I sort of make all these videos with the presumption that everyone has lots of pouches, and I can remember back when I didn't have any kind of accessories, I couldn't afford them, and I didn't know how to pack without them because every video showed a million pouches in it. So I do want to start showing you guys how to pack each of these bags with 0 pouches, because it is totally doable, and bags like the Be Classy are made to be used without pouches. Okay, so in the front pocket I haven't put any fancy doodads in here. In the sunglass pocket, I do have sunglasses. Believe it or not, you can use that little slot for sunglasses. In the side pocket here, I just have some cosmetics, lipstick, and you guys, and a little mirror. And then if you don't have any kind of wallet or be charged, don't worry. You can just keep cards loose inside this zipper pocket here and still feel pretty safe having them in there, because someone would have to go to a lot of trouble and escape your notice to open this up and get in there. Just like last time, I have a bottle in one side and nothing in the other side. You're just gonna have to take my word on that, because I do not feel like trying to get the bottle back out of that bottle pocket. Here is the inside of the bag all packed up, and as you can see, I have not used any pouches. Sitting on the top, I have a couple of my son's favorite toys, his Kermit the Frog and this little bobblehead robot guy. In the 3 mesh pockets, I have all of his diapering needs. So I have his baby wipes, a cloth diaper in one mesh pocket. And then in the other mesh pocket, I have a cloth diaper and a wet bag. Of course, if you're not a cloth diapering mom, you could probably fit all of your diapering stuff into just one mesh pocket, and that will free up your space for a lot of other things. But cloth diapering does take up a lot of space, so I ended up having to use all 3 of my mesh pockets in order to do that. For eating needs, I have one of these little bowls that's pretty cool because you can actually put a spoon in here like that. It keeps the part that goes in baby's mouth nice and clean, and your spoon never gets separated from your bowl. Inside of the bowl, I have a formula container in case you are a mom who is formula feeding, and then I have a bee neat. Of course, if you don't have a Jujube bee neat, any bib will do, just toss it right in there. In this front pouch here, I have that slip resistant placemat, as well as his meat cheeks and utensil wipes. Then lastly, down in the bottom of the bag, I just have a baby blanket for keeping baby warm or swaddled or anything like that. As you can see, there's not a lot in here. Again, if you're not a cloth diapering mom, you could probably fit a lot more, but I was able to get diapering needs, feeding needs, and like toys and entertainment kind of things in there without any pouches, so it absolutely can be done. Alright everyone, so that was this week's 5 Ways Wednesday on how to pack the Be Classy. I don't have many of these in stock at thesensiblemama.com right now, but I am getting ready to place an order, so I'd love to hear what prints you guys are interested in so I can make sure that I carry those in the store. As always, if you like this kind of content and if you're not already subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe to this channel by clicking this button right here. And of course, you can check out some of the videos that are going to pop up in the end screen if you want to see more about what this channel is all about. Thanks guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!